I promised at the start of the season that we'll get at least 11 points at the end of this Champions League run. And so far, we find ourselves on 4 points after 4 games. That is not good at all. So with that in mind, we are taking on the 2 weaker sides that we get. We're taking on Slavia Prague, we're taking on Stuttgart today, and hopefully we can get 2 easy wins. And I just saw the previous meeting, we lost it. Amazing. Hi guys, MrSpaceman reporting for duty and welcome back to this game against Slavia Prague. It's the 36th versus the 25th game, an exciting game, so I hope you're all ready, you're all geared up, yeah, it's gonna be boring, isn't it? Well, ideally, what it is gonna be is it's gonna be an absolute destruction by the Partizan boys of the Slavia Prague boys. Unfortunately, we lost against them 2-0. When? You have to go back all the way to January 2024 in a friendly where we lost 2-0 against them. Oh wow, I can actually still log in. 2-0 against them. The squad looked like this. Atuesta, Kanute, Ilic, Markovic, Uraschuk, Sehovic. Wow. The team looks absolutely different. That is De Medina Bast. Oh my god. This is such a long time ago. I doubt many of the players are still there. They must be sold by now. Oh my god, we lost them 2-0 in a friendly, didn't really count, and that's the only time we saw them. But come on, it's been a while. Our team looks good. Their team looks okay. I mean, judging by transfer values, they're not particularly the best team, although they have Jesper Lindstrom, which is good, and also Vaclav Cherny, who's also quite good. So I guess I shouldn't discount them that easily. But so far, they haven't done extremely well. They lost to Real Madrid, which is fair enough. They lost to Celtic 3-0, which is weird. They lost to Bota Glimt, which is not good. And they lost to Feyenoord, which is fair enough because Feyenoord did really well a few seasons back. So, I mean, it doesn't really tell me much, apart from the fact that they're currently 5th in their league, which is, for them, a bit strange. Anyway, since the last game, we've played only one, and that was against Javor, where I managed to beat them 2-0 and then had a long break for internationals. So, easy game. Estevao and Francois Mendy on the score sheet. So far, so good. There was only one thing of note, really, that I should mention, but I will leave it for a later time. So with that in mind, we want to send out our best squad in the best shape possible, and we're gonna go back to basics. We're gonna send out this team to hopefully destroy them, and I hope to see lots of goals today. So in goal, we're gonna have Hudikov, Milinkovic, and Senjust in the back 2, Borza, Stamenic, Barco in the back 3, Deans and Villagra, who's slowly playing his way into contention. Very, very good player. And up front, we're going to have Milovanovic, Popovic, and Saldania, hopefully scoring, unlike last time. Although, who scored last time? I don't remember. Oh, no, I do. It was Barrios, who's currently injured, which is bad. Anyways, I hope you're excited. The squad is looking quite good. I think our bench is fine as well. There's only some players that are not match fit, youth players, so that's fair enough. So we are at our best that we can be, and we're ready for the Slavia Prague game. I mean, we're playing away. Do we recognize many players? Okay, Vinagre is there. Duarte, I remember. Velasco is quite decent. Abaldo, I don't remember. But Lindstrom, we know. He's quite a good player. He used to play for Frankfurt. I don't know how good he is now in real life, but at least I know he's quite a decent player. Our squad looks like this. We're playing away. There's nothing much else to say apart from they're in a bad run of form. We're in a bad run of form apart from the league. So I hope that we can use this to our advantage, the fact that we're just an incredible team. And please, I want an easy win. I'm so tired of this, man. Like, it's been such a tough Champions League start. Porto game was disappointing. Shakhtar game was disappointing. Was this going to be disappointing as well? As Deans is going to play it out, can he be creative? Villagra finds Barco, 1-2. The Argentinians playing in together quite well. Deans finds Borza on the left-hand side, who hasn't had the best season so far, at least in the Champions League. Puts a cross in, and Saldania. And of course, it is Mateus Saldania? Mateus. So, sounds about right. Maybe he's Mateus? I don't know. It rings a bell for some reason, but a beautiful header and a beautiful play from Borza, who's finally doing something nice. You know, it's kind of hard if I'm going to show you all the hard games to see all the good stuff the players do, because they're not bad, but they're definitely not Liverpool level, but at least we're on the level of a team who gets wins in the Champions League. And let me just check one thing. It is Mateus. I know my players. Let's go. Okay, the 6th minute in and we're pressing them once again. This is good. We need to do more of this. Guys, come on. I want 5. I want 6. I want 7. We need to fix our goal difference. And as long as we get the ball back, we can do so. Popovic finds Saldania, who finds himself in lots of space. finds Popovic again. Is he going to lap a shot? He does. And Popovic, Matija Popovic, 2-0. The ref is absolutely fine. There was never going to be offside. I thought maybe there was some interference there from some of our players. 2-0 in the 6th minute. That's a beautiful way to get back into what was an awful first few games. But this is good. A good start. Finally, a confident win. As long as we don't get complacent and as long as we kept pushing, we can do so much good. They do have a chance straight away. At the 10th minute, lots of things are happening. This is going to be a fun game. Velasco dribbles past everyone, finds Hudyakov, hits the crossbar. And this could have been the most exciting start to a game in the Champions League since I have absolutely no idea when. What a great start. Highlight after highlight. I wonder what this means about the level of football that we're seeing today. Does this mean that it's two teams that are not afraid of each other, which... if that's the case, that's very, very good for us because it's kind of an exciting proposition. Or does this just mean that the level of defense is awful and lots of goals are being scored? I don't know. But I don't like that they have an attack as Vinagre finds himself in lots of space, finds Velasco who finds himself in lots of space. Is he going to cut in again? He finds Ioannidis and Fotis Ioannidis puts a goal in. 12th minute in, 3 goals. That's a goal every 4 freaking minutes and another clean sheet is gone. Well, I remember saying that Hudyakov has had a great start to the season in the Champions League, and he's always been solid in the Champions League, but I guess I ruined it. I mean, I guess the players have tuckered themselves out. I'm not really sure what happened, but so far, things have calmed down. It's the 40th minute. Absolutely nothing happened between the goal and now, so hopefully this can be a nice little change as Milinkovic finds himself with a pass to Borza, who is going to cross in again. No one's going to run in this time. I lied. Popovic is, and that was either a save or a post, and I think it was a miss. So it was none of the two options, but wow. Chances are there. Unfortunately, the XG is a bit weird because none of the teams have done enough to warrant even 1 goal, and yet there's 3. I mean, in terms of performance, I'll say I'm not happy. Just because I don't like that, again, the defense is doing something that is not very good, is probably the best way to say it. There's nothing much happening here. We're not creating, yet we've taken our chances, which is good. It's just, something's wrong. I don't know, you tell me in the comments, what is going on with our team? As a free kick comes flying in and Hudyakov saves it, and we don't get to see, well, not many, we don't get to see any free kick goals pretty much ever at this rate. I haven't seen a single one in a live comm for sure. So, you know, it happens off camera. But like I said in the comments, tell me what the hell is going on. Is it time for a tactical change? I feel like it could be. How did the ball end up on the floor? I don't know. Did you see that? Sorry, I was too busy looking at you guys. You're all very nice looking. But yeah, we're going to play it out. Yeah, this is why you signed up to me. Yeah, this is why you signed up to me. The man is insane. And the game is kind of boring, so I guess I have to kind of fill in the gaps a little bit. And I need to make some changes. But yeah, tell me what you would do if you were in my shoes. Because 2-1 against Slavia Prague is not good considering the fact that they have a corner. Please, not like this. Not like this. Is it time for subs already? No. Stamenic wins it. Deans does not collect it. Abaldo is on the ball. Finds Lindstrom again. Borza does not cover, but Stamenic does. Stamenic steps in, hits the post again. They've had 2 post hits, and Barco clears. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me for some subs. Because no one is doing good. Maybe it's my fault for playing Lachlan Deans as a box-to-box. That could be it. So I'm going to switch him out for Milovanovic, actually. I'm going to take Milovanovic off and put a proper box-to-box midfielder who will be... Who? Miladinovic, probably? I think he's probably our better box-to-box midfielder. And apart from that, Sanjus is not doing good. The man is not fitting into our squad at all, which is weird, despite the fact that I think he should be one of our better center-backs. He's just not adapting at all. So I'm going to take him off and put Vitek instead. And that should be enough for now. I think let's leave it at that. Okay, Deans is standing on a free kick. Sorry, I took a snack halfway through, so I'm going to hopefully chew it before he before he takes the free kick. No, I won't have time. Deans puts a cross in. Villagara. Popovic. Popovic volleys. Deans back to Deans. Is he going to lap a shot? It is. Takes a shot and... Take a bow. Lachlan Deans. finally finish the food. Take a freaking bow. He messed up the free kick. It went absolutely nowhere. We should have probably played it short. And he recovered quite well. The assist may go to Popovic for that shot assist. Beautiful shot. Top left corner. I just moved him up. And wow. Yeah, the assist goes to Popovic. Let's go. Again, donated to charity, mate. Absolutely undeserved. The bonus for assists. But it's time for some subs. I'm going to take off... What's his name? I'm going to take off Borza. Put Sasa Serenic on instead. Take off Deans. I think he's done very, very well. So he deserves a little bit of a break. And I'm going to put on Reiner, who I think will give us, like I said, that bit of experience. And I think, finally, I'm going to take off Stamenic. Do I have some more subs? I do. I'm going to take off Stamenic and put Dordo Stankovic instead. A free kick. Oh my god. Maybe we'll get to see a free kick goal. I don't know. Lindstrom's going to step over it. Take a shot. Hudikov! Hit the post. We don't get to see free kicks. You will not see a Lifecom free kick. And if you do, and if you have seen actually, do tell me in the comments as well, because I don't seem to remember. The ball goes out. It doesn't matter. Looks like the time will trickle away, although Domingos is on the ball, finds Hodza. If they score now, it is in fact panic freaking stations. Velasco is going to run down the left-hand side. Sasa is not going to cover. Lindstrom will jump to collect. Doesn't. Vitek picks it up. Reiner is dribbling the wrong way. What is that clearance? What is that clearance? Reiner! Oh god, ref, is there enough? I don't see. Reiner, what the hell are you doing? Can we get away with this? Can we get away with this? We can't. Reiner! Clear the damn ball! Absolutely awful. This is panic stations. 2-3. Where was the offside call? Nowhere near offside. Oh my god. It's time to panic. We're gonna go defensive. I don't like doing this usually. It's 2-3 and there's a highlight on the 90th minute. Why did all the cool things happen in the first 10 minutes and in the last 10 minutes? Is this going to be the way the game ends? As Saldana runs down the right-hand side, dribbles past a guy who looks like Deans, finds Villagra, finds Popovic, who takes a header, hits the post as well, and the excitement is all over the place, and Saldana cannot collect, but it is a throw-in, and I am stressed, and you can definitely hear it by my voice. I am stressed. And I'm extremely pissed off. This game should have been an easy 5-6-0 game, and it isn't. I genuinely need to rethink about what's going on with the team. It could be because we're doing a little bit of a PSG and we're not really a competitive side because the league is not competitive really, apart from Crvena Zvezda, who somehow loses their games on their own despite the fact that they always play their best against us, which is frustrating. But maybe that's the case. I don't really know what to do with that. Do I just sign a bunch of players from the Serbian teams and maybe, you know, they have money and ability to buy good players and the league increases? I don't know, but for now, I don't like this. As Serenic finds himself in lots of space, finds Saldana, who just heads it over. It feels like this season has been a bit of a regression. And time will trickle away and we do get a dub. Yeah. Look at this match stats. They deserve more than we do. I'm pretty sure it was because of that last goal. Okay, that was a huge jump. But still, from like 1.08 or 1.38 to 1.87, yeah, that was a big jump because of that basically empty net shot. That doesn't look good for the Stuttgart game, does it? I'm not going to click that. There's no way in hell I'm going to click that. I'm not happy, boys. This was trash. I mean, in good news, we get a win. In even better news, Matej Popovic gets man of the match. But, you know, a bit of a sus game, not gonna lie. We are on, how many points? We are on 7 points, which is good. So we need just 4 points to meet my predictions still. But we're taking on Stuttgart, who are, you know, not the worst team, obviously. But they're probably should be a beatable side. Although, after the Shakhtar game and the Porto game, could be a bit worrying. So we have a few games to play in between, like a lot. So like 1, 2, 3. And then I'll see you guys for this game. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back in just a bit. Okay, gang, we're back for the game against Stuttgart. It's a massive, massive game. And we're going to see a familiar face as well whilst we take them on today. But first, let us give you an update of what has happened. And what has happened is a lot of goals and a lot of games and even a clean sheet. That's insane. So we beat Radnik 4-1 with Martinelli on the score sheet, not from a free kick this time. Marko Stamenic with the goal as well, not a free kick. I don't have to say it for every goal. Saldania and Milovanovic on the score sheet. Absolutely amazing stuff. We have knocked out OFK Beograd, in the Serbian Cup second round with a very, well, chilled out side. With Borz on the score sheet, Ivan Shikayev on the score sheet. Who's that guy? Sufana Moinata with a double, Reiner with a goal, and Matias Villagra scoring his first goal for the club. Now, Ivan is a bit of an interesting player because he came into the academy last year, as you can see, 2025-2026 season. He looked like a player. He was the best guy, exciting young prospect. I looked at this and went, yeah, he's okay. Decent passing, good teamwork, decent vision. Physicals don't exist, but, this is my universe apparently. And then I let him sit in the academy, didn't register him this season, and I saw this. This is a scary, scary guide value, at least in my opinion, for a player who's 16 years old playing in Serbia, which makes me think his potential is good. Looking at all his other stuff, you won't be able to see it. There's not many bad things. Yes, there's 5 cons. I mean, the heading department is bad. Apparently, he's currently operating at a first league level, but he's 16, absolutely fine. He's weak, and apparently he's gotten a bit worse over the past few months. Maybe he was an injury, I don't know. But apart from that, he's consistent, he's spirited, he has performed well in training, which is something I like to see. He's a local boy. Is he a local boy? And he could improve a lot in the future. Is he a local boy? No, he was born in, genuinely, not a single clue of where that city is. But apparently he needs to play 67 more games in Serbia to be able to play for the Serbian national team. So I guess that's going to be something that we need to look into doing because I feel like he can be a really good player. And obviously, as you know, the Russian national team does not play. So maybe he could be a future Serbian player. That could be quite nice. But yeah, looks very good. I'm really excited for him. And I'll be giving him a few more games at some point, but we do have a lot of attacking midfielders. So we're going to have to balance that a little bit. Final game was against Železničar in preparation for today's game. We rotated the side a little bit. Rodrigo Mora scored, which was interesting. Reiner scored, which was very good. Borza scored. And finally, Lachlan Deans on the score sheet. Not bad. Daniil Khudikov somehow managed to get a 7.9 rating. I mean, 3 shots. And he saved 3, I guess. I mean, fair enough. Good performance from the boys. Squad was a little bit, it was okay. He wasn't super rotated, but Mora and Esteval played in the middle. Reiner on the other side. So, a little bit of rotation there. Miladinovic played as well. So, a bit of a different side. And so with people being as fresh as they can be, we have the best lineup that we can put out against Stuttgart. Stuttgart are a great team, by the way. No disrespect to them, but we should be beating them. But I've been saying that against way too many teams, and we haven't unfortunately beaten them. But today, we have this lineup. We have Hudikov in goal, Milinkovic and Sanjust in the back 2, Borza, Stamenic and Barco as the back 3, Deans and Vilgara in the midfield, Moinata, Saldania and Popovic leading the line. And this is probably the best thing we can do at this moment in time. I do need to start working on our tactics. This tactic does not seem to be working. We are conceding a lot, which is a little bit unfortunate. It has carried us through so many huge and amazing games and has carried us through so many seasons, but it's time for us to adjust to the realities of football, where apparently this is not the best. We're not the best so far. Maybe I'll keep it for now. Maybe it's the familiarity and the intensity that's not, the best. So maybe that's the case. But we'll see what happens after today's game. We'll definitely be using the winter to kind of tweak some tactics for sure. And I just wanted to say something. It's really important, guys. After the winter, we may have a completely different side because I've never seen this many wanted players. And for those of you that are listening, let me just read out the name. First of all, Milinkovic, he's wanted by Inter. That's worrying. We move down to Stamenic, who's wanted by a lot of clubs. Salzburg, Palace, Nice, Eintracht Frankfurt, Napoli, etc., etc. Borza wants to play, which potentially means, if he's not happy, he will leave and big teams will come for him. Saldani is wanted by a lot of teams. Moinata is wanted by a lot of teams. Popovic is wanted by 12 clubs, which is fun. Vitek is wanted by, looks like a lot of clubs. Reiner is wanted on loan. Stankovic is wanted by a few clubs. Pradanovic is wanted by a few clubs. Milovanovic is wanted by 11 clubs. Wow. Dorovic just by Arsenal and Werder. That's a big range. The best team, one of the best teams in the Premier League, and Werder. Weird. Serenic is wanted by Arsenal, Chelsea, City, United, Tottenham and PSG. Wow. Mora is wanted by the big boys like Juventus, Inter, and Milan, and Miladinovic is wanted for transfer. And even on the bench, Basic is wanted by COR, and Estevao is wanted by Rostov. This is a whopping, I don't even know, I'm not even going to count, like 12 players that potentially are wanted. I hope they don't kick up a stink because this will be awful. But anyways, they're not going to leave today, which is good because, if they leave before this game, it will be absolute trash. We're taking on Stuttgart, who are a good side, so we want to be able to beat them. And like I said, there is a familiar face that we're seeing today. I wonder who it could be. I mean, if you take a look at the substitute bench, you will be able to see a certain player, a certain number 11, who plays for them. Petr Radkov. Yes, he's on loan with them. I think I mentioned this at the start of the season. Yeah, I put him out on loan to give a bit more, experience, so he can play a little bit more. And funny thing happened. He actually got an international debut and an international goal against Austria last month. That is absolutely insane. He currently played 7 games and actually some started, and he scored, technically 2 goals for the club. One in the league and 1 continental. So he scored in Europe already. I hope he doesn't come off the bench and bite us in the butt. He looks good. He's not really developing, really. But, hopefully after this game, he can develop. Before this game, bro, just chill out. This is your team you're playing against. Just chill out. You have to come back and face us soon. Okay, boys. Do we recognize any players from Stuttgart? Gerassi is still there. Okay. Anton Waldemann's still there. Simon is there. And Wagnermann is there. Okay, not a bad little side. I mean, our side is not bad either, but we haven't been playing well. And it could be because of the shape. I mean, judging by the fact that I have said nothing for the first 30 minutes, things are okay. I mean, nothing has happened. We have exchanged shots. We have the majority of the possession, and Saldana is driving the ball all the way from our goal to theirs, which is interesting to see if he can put it back in. Deans is the only person there. Where's Popovic? Villagra is there. Matthias Villagra. The tactic, screw the tactic. The players are carrying me. MrSpaceman is a fraud, but each and every single one of these players is not a fraud, I don't think. Last year, Stuttgart would have been the team that should have been destroyed. I'll be honest. And I felt like the team was weaker. This year, I am genuinely curious about what's going on. I think my tactic has been nerfed and it needs reworking, but the players are so damn good. And I'm so proud of them. Let's go, 1-0. Sadly, the game is not the most interesting, but with the way that our season went and the way that our Champions League campaign is going, I am happy to take just a very simple game. I want to chill. We've just had the game against Slavia Prague, which was scary, so please, I want this game to be chill. We're controlling possession, which is good. Every single person is playing okay, apart from Popovic and Mojinata, which is a bit unfortunate. But what can you do? Actually, I know what I can do. I can switch Mojinata from a shadow striker to an attacking midfielder to maybe use a bit of his dribbling and a bit of his passing, kind of influence that a little bit, just to add a bit more creativity to his play. Popovic is not doing good either, so maybe I'll drop him to, complete forward. I like complete forward. Let's bring it back. Bring it back to the case. Let's keep messing things up. I like it. He played really well last time he was a complete forward, so maybe he can do the same. I love how it generally said, what can you do to the fact that a player is underperforming? Mate, you're the manager. Teach them to play better, sub them off, make a tactical change, tweak some things. You can do so many things apart from being, it is what it is. This is why, but at the same time, I'm being paid nothing. These players are being paid 30, 40, 60. We even have an 80k per player. And I'm getting paid probably 2k per week, which is, no disrespect to that. That's a very good salary. Definitely more than I'm on right now. But, as a football manager who does well in the Champions League and made the club over 100 million, I want to have a bit more, as they are making a bit more. That I said that, and we got the ball back from a bad pass from Stuttgart, and Popovic will carry the ball. He finds Deans, who finds himself in lots of space, almost one-on-one the keeper. Can he square it? No, he can't. Another highlight starts with a white shirt starting this attack. Wagnermann, who has been an absolute goat for me in the previous Hamburg save, is passing the ball to Gerassi, and I hate Wagnermann with a passion. Unless it's an offside. Unless it's an offside, then we'll see. Maybe we'll see. Please, we will see. Referee, buddy, come on, you know me. I know you know me. I know that I know you. I have no idea. Goal disallowed. I've confused them. I've confused myself. It is 1-0. How bad was the offside? I want to know. How bad? Jesus Christ. Why are we reviewing this? I'm sorry. Porto beat United 3-0. Maybe I've been a bit harsh. Maybe we do have a chance against United. Who knows? Okay. It's the 74th minute. We have some players who are not performing, and one of them is Matija Popovic. Man, I don't understand why he doesn't perform so often, but it scares me a little bit. So I'm going to take off, first of all, him for Milovanovic, and I'm also going to take Mujinata out in the, in the background. I think Reiner will help us with a little bit of creativity, and Milovanovic will definitely help us with creativity for sure. And in terms of everything else, I think Borza is a little bit tired, so I'm going to put Sasa Serenic on. Yes, he's not... actually, am I? Yeah, I am, because Barco has to come off as well. They're both very, very tired. This will leave us just one sub. Sasa Serenic, Rodrigo Mora, Reiner, and Milovanovic are going to come on to hopefully change the game a little bit. Because so far, it's been a bit boring. But hopefully they change it for the better, not for the worse. Seaman does have the ball, and he finds Stamenic in the middle, which is absolutely incredible, as Reiner passes the ball to Milinkovic way behind the player. Okay, pushes it back all the way to the back. Gives Stuttgart a chance to press us a little bit, but we are playing out of possession quite nicely. As Saint-Just, this could have been a bad pass. He passes to Villagra, who with his beautiful vision and passing finds Saldania, who finds himself in lots of space, carries it down the right-hand side. Can he create something? He can't, as Gomez steals the ball off him, but Saldania picks it back. Deans takes a shot. Come on, boys. It's our midfield that carries us. It's our freaking midfield that carries us. Lachlan Deans, the Aussie mad lad, thankfully puts the ball 2 goals from outside the box. Was the first goal from outside the box? I don't remember. My head is all over the freaking place. And a second assist from Saldania. The man is just good. He's just aware of everything. Basically, thank you. He's our best player, and he will always be our best player, and I don't think I'll ever want to sell him. And Petr Radkov has just joined the fray, which is interesting. And I think the game is going to trickle away potentially. Am I going to have a beautiful end to that game? I think so. Let's hope I don't ruin it by saying something like that. But I think we need to make one more sub. Should we take off Stamenic? I think so. We're going to put Stankovic on instead of Stamenic, just to give us some bit of fresh legs in the halfback role, just so we don't get countered like crazy. 4 minutes added. Do we have any more highlights to worry about? Finally, MrSpaceman can go and chill out. The end of this game, 2-0. Somehow we make it to the magical point of 10 points. Not the best game. We need to work on our tactics. It just doesn't work. It doesn't create the attacking fluidity that we have. Oh my goodness. 2-0 against Stuttgart. And it all thanks to Saldania. Alright, Partizan turned dominance into victory. Yeah, we had 67% possession. We have created good chances. Saldania was the man of the match with 2 assists and no goals, sadly. But good news is that we have 2 games left and we're on 10 points. That is nice. I predicted that. Unfortunately, you know, I want more. But to be fair, did Porto end up beating United? They have 4-1. How bad is United's run? So they lost to PSG, lost to Feyenoord, and they lost to Nice. Oh my god, we have a chance. I need to work on a tactic for that, because if we manage to get more points, we will definitely be in the top 10, because it seems kind of chiller this year than it was last year. I mean, looking at the current stages last year, what did we get? We got 16 points. I doubt we're going to match that now. But 16 points is a good shout. And to be fair, even getting 10 points is statistically enough for us to make it, which is absolutely nice. But I don't want to be in the bottom part of this. I really don't. I want to be here. I want to make it to the next stage. Please, can I? But anyways, this means that we're going to be taking on AC Milan and Manchester United in the next games. We have a few games to play in between, and I'm definitely putting friendlies in to test out a new tactic that I have to work on, because apparently Milan is we're their bogey team, and they haven't done really well this season. And apparently United is beatable, which means we need to beat them. That's pretty much it. But yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm so happy to have finally gotten an episode with 2 wins. Albeit, you know, it was a bit scary. It was a little bit scary against Prague, and it was a bit scary against Stuttgart, but we managed to get the dub in the end. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next episode, and please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Bye, guys.